So how do we take a document that looks like this and create it into a nice organized document that looks like this, that's easy to read and helps us study and stay organized? So we're in our Google Docs, and here is our document, and here's just the regular text. It's in a chapter that's outlined. So we want to take the title and make the title stand out a little bit. So let's center the title. And we'll use this centering toolbar right here. It's a shortcut. So what we're doing right now is we're formatting. We're formatting our document. We're changing how our document looks. So there's always the menu, which has all of your choices. And then there's often shortcut choices. Little buttons on the top of the screen or on the bottom that will help you. It's up to you which ones you use, whatever you're more comfortable doing. So I'm going to take my title and I'm also going to make it bold. I want to make it a little bit bigger. This font right now is 11. It's a standard size. Usually your teacher's going to want you to hand in things size 12. So I have to make sure it's highlighted. If it's not highlighted, the changes will not occur. So my title, I'm going to actually make 16. So I don't see 16, so all I have to do is type in 16. And so 16 is a little bit bigger. I don't like this big gap. It looks like it's double spaced. That's too much spacing. So let's see if we can change this to single spaced. Now, the reason it still looks like there's more spacing is because we pressed enter in between. But there is not a single, there's no space in there, okay? So now let's take a look at this. So now I'm going to highlight everything. I don't like this font at all. My teacher said to use Times New Roman. The quickest way to highlight everything is to go to hold the control key down and type the letter A. That highlights everything. You can also go to edit and select all. So if I want to change everything and I need to change my font style to Times New Roman, I will control A, or I'll edit and I'll select all. Now everything is Times New Roman. So here I have a bunch of lists, like almost like bulleted points, and I really want them to stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to add bullets to them. I'm going to click on more here. Actually, no, I'm going to click on more. And if I go here, I'm going to number, but I just want to list. I want these listed now. I want them to stand out a little bit better. Now, they're the keywords in the chapter, so I really want to highlight topology. So that stands out a little bit more. So let me make topology bold. And let me make the word bus bold. So it's almost like these are the words I was defining. All right, I want the ring topology. So as I'm looking at this, I'm saying, you know what? These are different types of topology. So I should actually organize this better. So the topology is the topic, but bus and ring and star and hybrid are types of topology. So you know what? I can organize that better. So I remember these are types of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the tab key each time. Okay, so I have the different types. So they're already bulleted, but now I'm sub-bulleting them. So I know that the bus topology. Okay, and here's a little bit extra about the bus topology. So I'm going to tab that even more. And the ring topology has some major issues, so I'm going to tab that even more. Okay, so now I can very easily see that all of these are part of topology. I could see what's part of bus, what's part of ring, what's part of star. And sometimes I might even want to highlight something, so I want to see, you know what, this is really, really important. I'm going to take this, and I'm gonna do more than just change the color. I could change the color of the text, but I want to highlight it like I would with a highlighting marker. Whoops. Now see what I did there? Was I accidentally made the text part of it yellow, which does no good to me at all. I can't see it. If I can't see it, I certainly can't study it. I'm never going to remember it. So let's put that back to black. What I want to do is highlight like with a highlighter, and I'm going to highlight and make that yellow. So now that really, really stands out. So I have my chapter notes. I have some things bold. I centered some stuff. All right, all of these things are under format. I could make things italic. If I need to italicize a title. This is not a title, but let's just take a look. Oops. Italicize. Major issues. I might want to underline something. All of these things help us organize our notes better, help us see things better. So this is a great study tool. They're all found under format, different paragraph styles. Align always means if it's left, which is how we read. Center for titles or creative things. Right, justified, we use rarely, and then justified like a newspaper. It's lined up on both sides. Our line spacing, if a teacher tells you to double space, you need to make sure that you have double space things. You also have to make sure that you highlight it, because if it's not highlighted and you go to double space, it's not going to double space it. So we'll highlight the text. Now it's double spaced. For my notes, this is too spaced out. I'm going to have way too many pages and it's too hard to read. But teachers often like things being double spaced because they can see them better, they can make notes, and it helps them grade. I'm going to undo what I just did, okay, by edit and undo. Now, I can also go to Control Z. So when you go to your menu choices, often you see shortcuts. So depending again on what you prefer to use, the menu or the keyboard, I use Control Z quite a lot. Alright, so I think we covered about everything for formatting. And when we look at the difference between what we had before and what we have now, this is a much more effective way. Here's just a lot of text all mixed together. Here it's nice and organized, and I can see I can study better. So a little study guide on how to format and edit your document.